So find your comfortable seat. This is the first class of YINcredible SOULution, where we look into the first chakra, the base, the Muladhara chakra. You can already find your comfortable seat and close your eyes if that's comfortable. And connect with your breath. Just try to find your seat straight, your shoulders relaxed, your eyes closed, and breathe deeply. And allow yourself to find the space inside of you where you feel comfortable. First of all, is your breath comfortable? And breathing comfortably in and comfortably out. Breathing in, breathing out. And the first chakra is all about the base in life. Now bring the awareness to your base. Your seating, the coccyx, the hips. Feel into your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet. Just feel the seat for moments. Am I comfortable in this moment? Just breathe. Now into your pelvic floor. Connecting with the base around the coccyx and the pelvic floor. Already allow yourself now to ground deeper. You can imagine roots. Sending roots down from the coccyx and from the pelvic floor into the earth. Feeling yourself deeply rooted, deeply connected to the earth. And follow your roots deep down into the earth and connecting to your ancestors. And just stepping into the energy of your ancestors. And whatever arises, just let it arise and observe without judgment, without attachment. This is what happened before me. Maybe you can create an image of all the ancestors standing in front of you. Just look at them, acknowledging what they have been through, acknowledging the energies that you might feel through them. And just observe how that feels for you. Seeing the ancestors, connecting to their energy without being attached, without being pulled back. Contrary, pull your energy now back into your body from the past. Whatever happened to you, my ancestors, is on you. I thank you. I'm here today. I have my life today. Still feeling into the base, the pelvic floor, maybe creating the color red. And there's a mantra connected to the first chakra. The mantra is LUM. Maybe repeat with your voice the LUM. And maybe you can sense a vibration in the pelvic floor. LUM. 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 If we are balanced in our first chakra, we feel security, humility. We feel grounded, stable, energetic. We have an optimal weight, healthy eating habits, a proper elimination. Checking in with yourself. If we are unbalanced, we feel fear, anxiety, insecurity, unstable, low self-esteem, anemia, over or underweight, or constipated. Just having a sense of your base, your first chakra. I bring balance into my base. I bring balance into my work life, my family life, my money story. I create balance. I have balance already. Breathing deeply in and deeply out. Now allow yourself to sway with your whole body around the face, around the hips, the pelvic floor, the whole pelvis. The pelvis stays fixed. Just sway with your body from right to left, slowly. And then forward and backwards. Just observing the energies moving into the body. And then maybe circle around the hips. And feeling balance in your hips. Balance in the pelvis. Stable in the pelvis. Maybe you feel energy swirling up. Just observe. And circle the other way around. then come back into the center, as if the coccyx is pulling deeper into the earth, and the crown is moving up higher. You feel balance. You feel strong in your seat. You'll slowly release your legs forwards and come sitting with your legs slightly hip distance apart or maybe a little bit wider. And you can pull the hips, the flesh further back to have the pelvis right and straight. And then have your hands next to your hip, pressing the hips and then hands into the floor. If your coccyx is coming a little bit higher, you want to sit straight and feel this danda, the straightness in your spine. And then pulling the coccyx further down again, lengthening the spine even more, pressing the hands into the mat. And breathing deeply. Breathing longer and deeper. And then pulling the coccyx even further down while the crown stays up, lengthening the spine, pulling the coccyx further down, as if the roots now pulling you further down into the earth. Just observe the energy that is shifting, feeling more grounded. Feeling the pull from the earth down. And then release, sitting really heavy on the floor. As if you're sinking a little bit into the earth, releasing your hands, maybe turn your hands and wrists, move your fingers, shake your legs out. And again, already release your shoulders and start rolling forward now. Bring the chin slightly toward the chest. And as if you're peeling the spine down, rolling forward and down. Vertebrae per vertebrae is coming forward. And then at the end, if you're collapsing forward toward your legs, stay here, release the shoulders, release everything. Now feeling roots under the legs, from the coccyx, from the pelvic floor, down into the earth. I'm stable. I feel balance. Come back to the breath. You want to go deeper into your body through the breath. Connecting with the inside, the yin parts in your legs, feet, hips. Checking in with your inside. Pulling the senses inside. And find the limit in the pose where you feel a deep, nice stretch, maybe over the backside, maybe in your hips, outer hips, maybe behind your legs. Just find your limit and stay there without moving. Just sitting and letting go, trusting the pose. Maybe checking in with your usual habits about control. What do you think that you need to have in life? What makes you feel in control? And check in. What have I created on invisible power and control over me? It can be an eating habit. It can be a thought. It can be a pattern at work where you feel in control. And then check again. What is controlling me? Just observe what's coming up from the inside. Images, ideas, thoughts. Do I still feel controlled by my parents? Check in. How do they have control subconsciously? How does it serve you? Breathing in deeper. And check in with your body again. Are you resisting in the pose? Are you resisting to receive an information about control? Asking yourself again, does my life feel out of control? Which area of my life feels out of control? And just recognize without judging, without criticizing yourself. Just acknowledging what is right now. Take a few deep breaths, deeper as before. Breathing deeper. And then slowly roll up the spine. You can press the hands into the mat. Redressing the spine. Rolling up from the lumbar spine, over thoracic, over cervical spine. Again, sitting straight and keeping your eyes closed again for a moment and feeling just the shift of energy. The shift in your breath. You can shake your legs out for a moment. You can massage your thighs, move your toes. And then bend your right knee and bring the right foot inside of the left thigh. Again, pressing your sit bones down into the earth. Maybe there's a difference, right and left. Find balance. Maybe wiggling from one side to the other, feeling both sit bones even on the floor. And breathing in again and exhaling, coming forward over your left leg now. Go as far as you can. And checking in with your hips, with your knee, with the lower back. Find the limits and find what is in this limit. And breathing deeper. See where you find the limit. Is it in the lower back? Is it on the right leg? In your left leg? Just sensing. Maybe checking in now with your decision-making process. Is it easy for me? Is it difficult for me to make decisions? Just ponder and see what's coming up. And see if there's a pattern of making decisions. Does it remind you on something? Where have you learned to make decisions? Whose voice is coming up when you have to make a decision? Your mother, your father, a teacher. But you release this person and making your own decisions. Just sitting with it for a moment. Who makes my decisions? Maybe checking in with the groin. What's the emotion like when you ponder about making decisions? Maybe move your head for a moment, micro movements, and see how that pulls over the backside into the hips. Feeling a connection from the mind through the nervous system, going down through the spine, down into each cell of your body. And while you're moving your head, releasing the tension that is coming from the mind and creates the tension in your hips, in your lower back. Come back into center with your head and stay here for a moment. And we can start slowly coming over to the right knee. Either you come higher up with your spine or you stay down and you just walk your hands over to come with the spine over to the right knee. And stay there, feeling a deeper stretch now in your left side or in the groin. Stay here and breathe deeper, stretching deeper. Breathing deeply into your belly, into your rib cage. Opening more and releasing what is stuck. Releasing what holds you back to make the right decision. Releasing what wants to control. Take a deep, long breath. Allow yourself to open more. To release. Whatever you release, you can imagine you release it down into the earth. It goes down through the roots and you release it. And the earth takes care of it. Give it to Mother Earth. Give it back to your ancestors. If you understand now what you're holding on from them. And then slowly coming back into the center. Micro movements. Taking time. Coming back. Staying a moment over your left leg. Taking a few deeper breaths here. And with the next inhalation, slowly roll up the spine. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Very slowly coming up. Lengthening the spine. Sitting straight. Checking in with the rebound in the tissue. Checking in where you have opened space. And then slowly lengthen your right leg. And checking in with the base again. The right leg, the left leg. Right sit bone, the left sit bone. Let yourself feel uprising energy now coming through the roots into the base of your spine and moving up through the spine, lifting yourself up. I create stability. I have stability already. And slowly start bending your left leg. Bring the left foot inside of the left thigh. Already checking in how it feels like. There might be a difference. And then breathing in and slowly breathing out and coming forwards. Breathing deeply. I feel stability in life. Maybe use your voice and see how it feels. How does it feel and sound when you claim your stability in life? Let's check in here with the stability and money. I feel financially stable. You can also say that out loud. Checking in with the vibration. What is coming up? Who is coming up? Do you feel stable because you control? Do you feel unstable because you feel you have no control? Just checking in. And without judging, just acknowledging. Whose pattern can you see in your financial life? Your moms, your dads? Who taught you to deal with money? Whatever is coming up, just acknowledge. Bringing in the understanding of the situation. Maybe again connecting back with your roots and your ancestors. Stepping into their habits, patterns with money. Our ancestors have lost money. It's something that can influence us. Bring in gratitude for lessons that you have learned from ancestors around money. Maybe ask an ancestor how they felt with money. And slowly move with your torso over to the left knee. Take your time, moving to the other side. And observing what's happening in the movement, in the breath. Where's the limit? Where's the body tight? What's in this tightness? Breathing deeply and slowly. checking in with the limit that you feel in your body. There was a relation to limits in your financial world. What could that be? Allow yourself to breathe deeper, to unlock, to open. I'm financially stable. Slowly come forward with your torso over the right leg. Staying here for a moment, feeling already the shift in the lower back. And with the next inhalation, slowly roll up. Use your hands, pressing into the floor, coming up. Looking straight, checking in with the tissue over the spine, over the whole back, around the shoulders, and the face. And then lengthen your left leg. Releasing, shaking your legs out, massaging your thighs. And then bend both knees, bring the feet together in front of you, grabbing in front of the toes and letting your knees fall down, right and left. Lengthening the spine, pressing the sit bones into the mat. Breathing deeper. And again, creating danda in the spine, being straight, being strong. Can you lean a little bit back and feel the weight down into the earth? Again, feeling yourself grounded, feeling your roots pulling down, stabilizing you, strengthening you. Feeling a deep connection with Mother Earth. Feeling the right and the value being on Earth. Feeling the right and the value to live a stable life. Claiming your spot on Earth. Again, feeling the gratitude for the ancestors who were here before us, who taught us already what we know. Feeling the gratitude. Releasing that drama and trauma. I can do differently now. I do it my way. I trust my way. Breathing deeper. And then slowly releasing your feet, sending your feet forward again. Slowly with your hips. Maybe massaging the groin, the thighs. Moving your feet, circling around the ankles, releasing the tension that is ready to go. And slowly come around on all fours. Let's have the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. And then bring the belly down, tilt the pelvis up, looking forward, and inhale. And exhale around the spine, moving what was blocked. A few repetitions in your own rhythm, and releasing what's ready to be released. One more time. And then let's shift the energy into a downward facing dog. A little bit of a young energy. Press the hands into the mat. Come on the toes. Press your hips up. And breathe out now. Out of the mouth. Bring your tongue out. Releasing what is ready to be released. And then when you're ready, let's go into pigeon pose. Come smoothly into the pose. You can bring your right leg up for a moment. Stretch here again, looking forward, and then bring the right knee behind the right wrist, the right foot. The heel comes into the left groin. And then press the hands into the mat. Stay here for a moment. Pressing up, opening the spine. Here we are working deeply on the liver meridian. Well, let's check in again. How do we nourish ourselves? Do I find it difficult to nourish my body? Difficult to eliminate the liver? Anger is involved. Sometimes we eat because we are angry. Sometimes we don't eat because we are angry. When you see a pattern, what emotions are not digested? Breathing deeper, allowing your body to eliminate, acknowledging your emotions. Maybe coming forward now onto your elbows by lengthening the spine, being straight in the spine, feeling a pull from the coccyx back and the crown forward, releasing the shoulders. Just sitting here and breathing. Again, checking in. Do I find it difficult to nourish myself properly? Maybe checking in with the childhood, eating habits. What have you seen in your parents, caregivers, their eating habits? What have you taken on? What feels stuck? What would you like to have differently? But it feels difficult to release, to change, to shift. I allow myself now to create stability in the way how I nourish myself. If you want to go deeper, you can have your hands like a cushion under your forehead and release. That might press deeper the heel into the groin. Be careful. Also be careful with the right knee, which is bent. If it's too much, adjust what is best for you. And slowly come up from wherever you are, lengthening the spine to come up. Pressing the hands into the mat. Press the left foot for a moment into the mat. Opening the left groin a little bit more. Releasing. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly press the left foot, the left toes into the mat to come up with your hip and bring the right leg back. Walk your legs out. Be careful. It was a deep stretch. You might have shifted a lot. Walk slowly. Move your hips from one side to the other. And then prepare for the other side. You can bring your left leg up and stretch here already. Open the left hip for a moment and then bring the left knee behind the left wrist. The right heel into the right groin. See if you can sit down. Maybe you have a cushion that you would like to head under the left hip. Or you press your hands into the mat. Press the right foot slowly into the mat to lengthening the right quadriceps, groin, and then sit and just stretch the front side. Breathe. Now when you breathe again, you can stretch your belly, the whole digestive system. releasing. Maybe bringing in a light, bright light, cleansing the intestines, cleaning, release what is ready to be released. As I said, the liver is connected to anger. Maybe you can check in. Where does my anger come from? Do I have ongoing problems with my parents, children, other family members? How am I involved? Why does it make me angry? How does the anger serve me? Breathing deeply. And if you want to come down on your forearms, keeping the spine straight, releasing the shoulders, finding the breath, the limit in the breath. Checking in with the pose. Can you find stability in this pose? Can you acknowledge what is right now? If you want to go further down, deeper connecting, bring the elbows out, the hands under the forehead, or even lengthening the arms in front of you. Allow yourself to feel what comes up. Maybe letting the anger move through you. Anger is not a bad thing. It's just an emotion that wants to teach us something. It's an energy that brings movement. We can hold on to anger for a certain time, but at one point, it makes us move. Maybe checking in, how can I use my anger to move on? Just being aware that the suppressed anger inside of us is moving inside of us and working against us. How can you direct the anger into the right direction out of your body to move on? And slowly press the hands into the mat to straighten the spine. And feeling the rebound, opening now. Maybe you've got a deep understanding of what you were holding on to. And then slowly come on your toes of the right foot. Press the hands into the mat. Press the hips up and slowly walk your hips out. Moving the hips. And then slowly come back on your knees. And sit back down in child's pose for a moment. Find the right pose for you, either with your hands under the head or the arms long. Release here for a moment. If you haven't done so, bring your hands for a moment back to your feet and release the shoulders a little bit more to the right and the left. And then find your best way to come on your back to Shavasana. Maybe press your spine up for a moment. Roll your shoulders. And then turn around. Lengthen your legs. Slowly roll back to lay down. Have your arms next to your hips with the palms open toward the ceiling. Shake your legs out for a moment. Roll with your torso, your head. And feeling the space that you have created inside, especially in your hips and legs and ankles. And checking in with the rest of the body where energy is moving. Trusting the pose, the moment of self-healing. I find stability in my life. I find balance. Slowly bring your arms up toward the ceiling and back and lengthen the whole body. Stretching and releasing. And slowly bend your knees toward the chest. Hug your knees. Roll from one side to the other. And then roll for a moment to the right side of your body. You can have your arm like a cushion under your head. And then press your hand in front of your chest. into the mat to come up with your spine. You can have your eyes closed. Your body finds the pose. Sitting again, tail across legs. Straight spine, relaxed shoulders, relaxed facial muscles. Bringing the awareness back to your sit bones. Feeling the pull down into the earth, the connection, the roots, the stability and support. I am stable in my life. If you want to set an intention now regarding stability, self-esteem, personal strength, I'm grounded. I live my life feeling grounded. Whatever comes up for you, send this intention into each cell of your body. With the right hand on your belly, the left hand on your heart space. And the energy is circling from one hand to the other, being centered and grounded. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart space into Anjali Mudra. Namaste.